we are in the process of preparing the 2018 budget. And the primary focus, the primary purpose of this engagement here is to hear from you as regards to what you think should go into the 2018 budget that would be able to assist the farming community.
And so the budget consultation caravan continues, this time at Baines Hall, Grenville, St. Andrew, where officials from the farming and fishing community got the opportunity to make suggestions and recommendations for the way forward for the sector.
Agriculture sector is important for rural employment and income. Thirdly, the sector is important as a means for earning foreign exchange.
The agriculture sector is a major player in the sustainable development of the country. Food security, jobs, and foreign exchange earnings are just a few benefits this sector offers. But like all else, the agriculture industry is laden with many challenges that began as far back as Hurricane Ivan in 2004, when 95% of crops were destroyed. It has been an uphill battle since to get the industry back to pre-Ivan performance levels. In 2016, the sector saw a 14% decline.
The sector shrunk, it declined by as much as 14%. So that's a huge contraction in the sector. That was largely explained by the fact of drought in 2016.
Both farmers and industry experts are hopeful that the tide can change for the sector, with government playing a key role. One of the suggestions coming out of the consultation with farmers and fisherfolk is having animal feed subsidized. According to farmers, the cost is too high.
If agriculture and if poultry is so important to this country, why the government cannot control everything? So if you is a private man and you want to bring in fertilizer, this is the cost you pay. And if the government is bringing it in through some farmers association or whatever, then it is much cheaper.
As we speak, we are importing 60 million pounds of chicken each year, and it is rising. Then if the poultry farmer here can get a little slice of this, then you can only imagine what this nation will be like. So I am asking on the behalf of all the farmers who are interested in poultry and what have you, to ask the government to do that for us.
Another farmer is concerned about the millions of dollars the country spends on importing poultry products. He believes an adjustment to the tax regime can result in a successful industry.
When you look at the data in terms of the potential in terms of local poultry, we're looking at possibly creating about 2,000 jobs when we reach our maximum capacity. That's a tremendous amount of jobs that's done by ourselves, because sometimes the impression that I get is that we need foreign direct investment in order to create jobs. But we have the jobs that we can create for ourselves. Yes, we need foreign direct investment, but we have to be smart about how we do things.
A major thorn in the flesh of farmers is predial larceny. Over the years, millions of dollars have been lost because of it, and the livelihoods of many families threatened.
There are some guys in my land and my boy has some doctorate in tipping. When you go to church on Saturdays, they rob everything you have, even break down your house. I'm telling you now, I'm sick and tired. I'm really sick and tired. They take all my coconuts in my yard. I have 2 acres of land with the yams, only half back again.
We do feel the hurt and pain of farmers, because if you have 500 soursop trees and you cannot even have access to the market with your bark or with a soursop leaf, that is a real challenge.
This is a big issue in the Eastern Division, transportation. And we don't just need a transport to move around. We need a four-wheel transport in order to go towards the farms on a regular basis.
Even in the face of these problems, there are many partners working with government to take the sector to the next level. Agencies like the Marketing and National Importing Board have come up with a strategy that puts farmers on a production schedule to avoid the issue of glut on the market.
What we've seen
for that particular one farmer that I just ran an example before I came up here, in 2016, he sold to us and he made $2,500. In 2017, he made $50,000 by simply following a production schedule. So we want to present to you today that for us to really address local production, we have to operate on a schedule. It must be on a schedule and linked with some communication on both sides. So that is one module that a model I want to present to address the production issue.
He believes, however, that in order for this to work, there must be an open line of communication between farmers and the board.
If the farmer plants and then he comes to sell right on the spot, it's difficult for us to find a market immediately. It don't work that way. If the farmer tells us ahead of time that he intends to plant, this is what he plans to plant, then we have an ability to say to him, make sense, go right ahead, or why not reduce a little bit in this area and plant something else. So the farmer is virtually assured that he has a reasonable market, and then we're virtually assured that with all things being equal, including the weather, we have a good sense as to what is going to come, so we know how to market it.
The Market Access and Rural Enterprise Program reported success in securing funds to implement projects that is sure to benefit small farmers.
This money is directed, a lot of it is primarily towards agricultural division. And let me outline briefly here where it is going. We must be concerned with the climate change that is happening right now and the challenges it would face for small farmers in particular for them to be sustainable. And therefore, a lot of this funds is directed to the small farmers, not to all farmers, to the small rural farmers in particular, dealing with matters of water management, drainage, irrigation, storage, and most important, we heard about the problem with accessing loan from banks. Small farmers will be able to get grants of up to about 8,000 US, about 21,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars.
Looking ahead, it's clear that the road will be a tough one to travel, but farmers, government and its partners are ready to do what they can to up the sector's performance strategically. In fact, hope has been restored as many look ahead with great anticipation. For State of Affairs, I am Abigail McIntyre.